Alright, here we got an Alliance War video, and it's been a while. I haven't posted Alliance War content in a very long time, so I don't know if y'all want to see this still or not, but to show that you do, just I guess like the video and subscribe so I know that y'all want to see more of this, and I might bring it back permanently if that's the case. But here we're starting off with an absolute banger, man. We are starting off with Sig 200 Spiral versus Hazard Shift Serpent. Now, my Spiral Sig 200, right, I invested everything into this champion. My members got like early access to Sig 200 Spiral, and here's a bit of a sneak peek of what she can do. Yeah, the fight is like absolutely just madness. She is incredible for Hazard Shift, and not a single poison or incinerate has triggered on Spiral. Drop the blades, and that's a 30-something second fight. Absolutely unreal. Just destroyed that serpent. She made him look like an Act 3 fight, man. That is absurd. But now we have this Black Panther here with Deathless Guillotine. Now, I was kind of scared for this fight because I haven't fought the newly buffed Black Panther at all. And he also has base crit res. So I was like, wait a second, will I even do damage in this fight? And the answer is yes, Guillotine does do damage in this fight. Not like as frequently as she usually does, but it's still pretty good. Now this is the make a stand node, and it's pretty smart placement, because to make someone fall down in this game, you have to knock them down, right? And that's usually by a heavy attack or a special attack. So you can do a heavy attack if Black Panther is awakened, because he has a very high chance of going unstoppable, and that'll just like destroy you, obviously. And you can't parry him to heavy because he'll reflect the stun and just like one shot you pretty much. So yeah, pretty good placement. The strategy here is to just play it safe and use special attacks to knock him down. And so far so good here. I dropped the SP1, and yeah, the degen damage is looking pretty solid right now, but the thing with Guillotine is she either puts up an insanely fast time and like just does the fight so quickly, or it's just like painfully decent, or like painfully mid, I guess. Right now she's not like showing her best. Like this is just like a very just like whatever fight, and the crit res isn't helping either, the crit res that Black Panther Civil War has. So it's like, yeah man, it's just not like the fastest fight out there. Very boring, but the job is getting, you know, done. So yeah, fight's done, like 1:30, not too bad, but man, Black Panther, he is a tank and a half. Now we have the other side of Guillotine where she can just like absolutely destroy a fight. This is Wong on this like Purify node. So I think the trick here is that they want you to let him drop the SP1, he purifies the withers to, you know, remove the spell, and that triggers like part of the node. But the game plan is to just not let him throw an SP1, and then it makes the fight very, very easy. So yeah, that was the game plan here. He drops the SP2. SP2 doesn't matter because it increases his physical resistance, but Guillotine is a degen character. So yeah, it really does not matter. She is doing just fine so far. Here we drop the SP1, a beautiful crit right there. And this is what I'm talking about, man. Either she's gonna be like painfully mid, or she's just gonna absolutely slaughter a fight, and she absolutely slaughtered that fight. So that's the Guillotine experience for you, man. I've experienced it a ton since she was my first Deathless rank 3. I know what it's like to use this champion all the time. I used to use her like literally everywhere I went, and yeah, it's fun using her in Alliance War, that's for sure, but I might regret saying that once she just has a painfully mid fight that cost me because she just doesn't want to crit. So yeah, now we have this Maestro fight. This one's a bit of an odd one. I've never really liked Guillotine for Maestro, and the only reason I would like her for Maestro is if she can get to the SP3 to just like bypass all of his health, right? But with Burden of Might, I really cannot do that too reliably. I could if I just chose to like not dex ever, but that might cost me with like the block damage. So the game plan here was to just, I don't know, just do damage and just like hope that something sticks. And you know, the guillotine experience can make this fight really quick, and like the glancing doesn't matter, or it just makes it just, you know, a bit annoying to deal with. And so far with a 46,000 crit, it's going the first way, right? The glancing can't do much against special attacks, can't do anything against special attacks actually. So here I drop the SP2 again, no crit unfortunately, so we are gonna tank an SP3 right here. That's fine, that is perfectly okay, because yeah, the fight's pretty much done anyway. He's gonna push me to like a bar and a half of like power, so yeah, do not mind that whatsoever, because we just get to drop the SP2 one more time, and yeah, fight's done. So pretty good fight from Guillotine. Had to tank an SP3, that's fine. She barely took damage from it apparently. So now we have the final boss, what you came here to watch. And you know, I was first like, I was debating on, okay, so my first assignment was Deathless Guillotine. Let me just put it like that. I was supposed to take this fight with Deathless Guillotine. I was like, hey, I'm gonna call an audible and I'm gonna use Beta Ray Bill for this. They like made sure that everything was like gonna work fine, and they're like, sure, go ahead. And yeah, this is the fight that I trusted more, to be honest. I was like, I brought both options so I could like really think about who I wanted to use, and yeah, this was the one I wanted to use. Because Beta Ray Bill, I've just been like using him so much recently, so I just feel more comfortable with this champion right now. And yeah, he is just perfect for Deathless Thanos and for Sugar Pill in general because of his access to grit. It is incredible. It is so helpful for so many of these defenders. Now here I kind of messed up because I dropped the SP2 while I just got it. I should have waited till I was at 2.9 bars of power, and this does come back to bite me big time. But you'll see later on, like the fight doesn't go like terribly. Like I finished with like 95% health, it's fine, but it made it a bit longer than it should have been, which is, you know, with a boss fight, it's just about the solo in my opinion. So yeah, the fight time loss did hurt obviously, but I'm just happy I got like a solo here because I've been talking a lot of like, you know, stuff about Deathless Thanos and how Beta Ray Bill is his father, and you know what, after this fight I still stand by that. Beta Ray Bill is Deathless Thanos' father, right? He just owns him, man. So good for countering him. But here, as you can see, I mess up, right? Because I don't have enough power, so I have to bet out heavy attacks, and I just need him to like not throw one heavy attack, just hit me twice into the block. He doesn't, I lose my shocks, not fun, right? I could have dropped it right there, but I didn't do it fast enough, so now we're back to the drawing board with my shocks. But that's okay, because literally it's so easy to just maintain your grit in this fight. Like, look at this, he's gonna drop the SP1, I dex it, go into like the SP1 right there, drop the heavy attack, and yeah, like simple, grits back up, and so we can't really do anything. So it's just like, it's so straightforward, man. It's a very easy boss fight. Like, I'm not just saying that to just say that, right? Like, it's genuinely like one of the easiest options around if you ask me. So here I dropped the SP2, and yeah, the matchup is just about done. Like, one more SP1 should do the job. So here I go for the combo, and he drops the SP1 one more time. I just block it to play it safe into the SP1, and there is my first Deathless Thanos boss. And yeah, man, Beta Ray Bill could not have made that like any easier. That was so, I feel like anyone watching this video can do that fight. Like, that's how easy he made it. And like, that wasn't even me playing good, right? I messed up the rotation, I didn't do things correctly. Still absolutely crushed it, and it was no thanks to me. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this Thanos boss fight and this Alliance War video in general, and yeah, that's about it for me.